So it's really interesting following all of these uh, coaching searches, of which there are many, and there's going to be many more
Yeah.
throughout the rest of the season. Um, yeah, like going back to my, splitting up between pre-SEC and SEC eras at A&M. Um, you know, I think once we had the big year with Johnny, um, our fans started to believe, and money poured in. We built a huge stadium. Support was just through the roof. We're like, hey, like we can't just be a good team. Like we can be a great team if we support it the right way. And we just never had the right coach to really uh, maintain that success. Like I've said all along, or like I've said since we fired Jimbo, like I didn't want the big splashy hire. Like just give me an adult in the room. Kevin Sumlin, like he had some great moments. I mean, he's not a terrible football coach, but obviously had some personal demons, and his teams were soft, and we would get bullied. In October, November, in the Sumlin years. Jimbo, obviously, I don't need to get into that with much detail. Not what I would say an adult that was in charge of the program. Um, and there's just a lot, that I could say about that I don't need to rehash here. I'm sure you guys are aware.
Right.
Um, but like we just needed a guy like Elko who's just a no nonsense football coach. He's like, look, you know, this is the way I do things. It's very, I think he's a smart coach. Like I said, he's very no nonsense. But he's got the blue collar, like, hey, like if we want something, we got to go work for it. And I think the personality of our university is very similar to that. Like it's very, substance over style. Some other programs, about 90 miles from us, are more about the style than the substance. And
Hmm.
I think that, I'm like that's how someone was. He was about the style, and Jimbo was supposed to be about the substance, really wasn't. I think Elko is true to that, and it's all about the work, and it's about ball. And he's not going to recruit some kid that's just a great athlete that doesn't care about football and only wants the money. And I think it's a great thing. So there's a lot I could say about him, but between from what we've seen before and what we're seeing now, I think we do have an adult at the head of our football program, and I think we're seeing the results of that.